So far, we managed to get acquainted with different provinces, and today we will get to know Markazi Province, one of Iran's oldest provinces. Markazi Province is one of the 31 provinces of Iran. The word Markazi means central in Farsi. Markazi lies in central Iran. Its capital is Arak. Its population is estimated at 1.41 million. Markazi Province was part of the Median Empire in the first millennium BC, which included all of the central and western parts of modern-day Iran. The region is considered to be one of the ancient settlements on the Iranian plateau. Numerous remaining ruins testify to the antiquity of this area. Arak is the capital of Markazi Province, Iran. The city is nicknamed the industrial capital of Iran. Arak is one of the industrial cities of Iran that in terms of diversity is the first, in terms of heavy industry is the second, and totally is one of the 4 industrial hubs in Iran. The main agricultural products of the city are grain, barley, and fruits, including grape, apple, walnut, and almond. Arak also exports hand-knotted carpets, which are referred to as Saruk rugs. Saruk is a small village outside Arak. Arak has a long summer Mediterranean continental climate that is in general relatively cold and dry. The weather of the city is hot and dry in summer, windy and cool in autumn, cold and snowy in winter, and mild in the spring. Atashku Fire Temple of Mahalat is one of the most massive historic buildings of the Markazi province. The greatness of this building is so much that it is considered as one of the best Zoroastrian fire temples of the world. This building is from the Senussid era and has been investigated and studied by foreign experts such as André Goddard. Hajvakil Castle is a Qajar 1785 to 1925 structure that sprawls in an area of 900 square meters. The structure has a courtyard, a terrace with brick pillars, and a pavilion. The building has a glazed tile facade and a simple interior. The building is located in Nesayanian Street in Arak and has been converted into the Handicraft Museum in 2019. Korahay, the land of the sun, is a historic village in Arak city that attracts many tourists. This village lies between Lorak Gav and the Horsin Mountains. It owes its name due to the sunrise which shines on Korahay between the 2 mountains. The village is located in a mountainous region that has a temperate and pleasant climate in the spring and fall seasons, and the summer is enjoyably warm. Megan Wetland, with an area of 25,000 hectares, is one of the greatest in Arak, Markazi Province. Iran's Megan Wetland is located 15 kilometers northeast of Arak and is one of the important habitats of 140 species of birds. It is also considered as a top 10 wetland of Iran, with varied wildlife. Perhaps it would be interesting to know that this wetland dates back to the Paleocene epoch. Also, Megan Wetland is taken by many migratory birds going to Siberia. More than 60% of local birds and 16% of birds in the whole country live at this place. St. Mesrob Church. The historical St. Mesrob Church in Arak is considered as one of the old monuments in the region. Dating back to 19 years ago, the church is located in an Armenian district called Nesayanian, built at the time of Archbishop Horen in 1914 with the cooperation of the Armenians there. They later built several churches, including St. Mesrop Church, to perform their religious ceremonies. The old church stands in a vast area containing a school, a conference hall, a rectory, and the main building. The most famous traditional handicrafts in Markazi province include pottery. The history of Iran's pottery goes back to ancient times. Iran could be called the main birthplace of designed earthenware utensils. Designing earthenware in Iran started about 4,000 years BC. Currently, pottery art is popular in traditional and industrial ways in most provinces in Iran, including Markazi province. The village of Salim Abad in Markazi province has been a hub for traditional handcrafted pottery for about a century, with the skill handed down by generations of the Mohebis, a local family. Coppersmithing. Coppersmithing is also one of the ancient handicrafts in Iran, which was practiced between the 6th and 7th millennium BC. However, the culmination of the art dates back to the Safavid era, 1501 to 1736, when using copper dishes and objects had been popular. Traditional handicraft fields of coppersmithing and blacksmithing were obsolete in Iraq, the capital of central Markazi province, but have recently been revived. Persian pomegranate chicken, fesenjan. In a large pan, heat 1 tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil over a medium-high heat. When the butter has melted, pat the chicken pieces dry again and place the chicken pieces in the pan, then cook until golden brown on all sides. Add chopped onions to the pan and saute until translucent. Stir in the ground walnuts, pomegranate, molasses, sugar and spices. Cover and cook on a very low heat for 1 hour, stirring every 20 minutes or so to prevent the walnuts from sticking to the bottom of the pan. And adjust sugar and salt to taste. At this point, the chicken should be tender and fall apart. The quince and walnut broth is a local Iranian food cooked in central Markazi province and highly recommended for the autumn. The quince and walnut broth is one of the traditional broths of the Markazi province. Put the beef attached to the bone on a flame along with chopped onions, white beans and some water. Allow it to be cooked through. Finally, add salt after the beef is cooked and becomes soft, and put the casserole on a low heat until the ingredients are mixed well and cooked through. Elephant ear sweets. Elephant ear sweets. One of the most popular and delicious sweets of Iraq is elephant ear sweets. This kind of hearty sweet is very crunchy and delicious and can be seen next to all the evening teas of the people of this city. To make this sweet, first, in a small bowl, mix sugar and cinnamon. On a work surface, unroll 1 crust. Sprinkle with half of the cinnamon sugar and roll up. Cut the roll into 12 slices, then press down slightly and roll individually between the sheets of waxed paper to 1/4-inch slices, replacing waxed paper as needed. Place on ungreased cookie sheets. Bake for 20 to 22 minutes or until golden brown and crisp, and cool on a cooling rack. Throughout the 100-year history of Iran's struggle against the tyranny and corruption of dictators, the people of Markazi province have always risen up and opposed them at every opportunity, and is one of the great cities of resistance in Iran. During the recent great uprising in Iran, Markazi was one of the cities that revolted against the tyranny of the clerical government. Thank you for joining us in this program. We will continue to be with you, introducing other provinces of Iran.